Cosmo, welcome.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What's going on?
Well, we're just hanging out. What you want to talk about?
VP Harris,
Okay,
I think, is the hottest topic today.
I agree.
Hey, how you doing? So, anyway, I'm trying to understand what the praise is
What do you mean?
from your perspective. You guys are fact checkers, right?
Sure.
So,
I mean, we like to check our facts.
yeah, that's good. That's good. So, you're saying that she was like one of the top prosecutors?
Well, she was district attorney and then the attorney general. So yeah, I mean, her state.
She was a prosecutor, then she was elected district attorney, then she was elected attorney general.
Right. That wasn't my question. Right. I started with, was she a top prosecutor?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Do they have rankings for prosecutors? What I said is her state seemed to think she was.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Prosecutors are typically ranked based upon their prosecutions. Like if a prosecutor brings in more prosecutions.
Show us the website where they rank prosecutors, because what you're asking me to do is say I value prosecutors who put people in jail the most, and I don't. Right.
Right.
I don't necessarily.
That's not the standard.
I'm not interested in locking people in jail, right? Like, I was just looking up what the name was of the program she came up with that she started to keep people out of jail. So, like, when you typically think of prosecutors, you would say, oh, yeah, they put a lot of people in jail. They're great at their job. But I don't think that makes you great at your job. Looking for deference, creating deference programs, worrying about recidivism, like that would be something I value. That's why I think she was elected as district attorney, is because she wasn't interested in putting people in jail.
And that's amazing. I don't know of any.
The people of California elected her. I mean, you could take it up with the voters, but I'm just telling you, I know you're trying to do some gotcha thing. You're going to say, well, she didn't put enough people in jail, or she didn't win enough cases. No. And I'm saying, that's not how I value a prosecutor. The more people prosecutors put, like, I don't value it that way. And I don't think the people that elected her district attorney valued it that way, or the people that elected her attorney general of California value it that way.
Right. But that's your view of it, right? But the way it works in reality.
You asked us our view of it.
Yeah, but
that's what you're getting, Cosmo. Why does everyone in the comments hate you, by the way?
You don't seem that bad.
Because I'm a righty.
Oh, okay.
And you guys are lefties. That's why. Oh, does that make sense?
Well, no, because there's some right-leaning people here that the audience doesn't seem to mind. So there appears to be some baggage here, but that's okay. That shit happens. There's a lot of people that don't like me. So I understand.
So Howard University. So you're familiar with Howard University, right?
Yeah, the historically black colleges. Yes, we are familiar.
Excuse me, I missed what you said. Historically what?
Historically black college, HBCUs. Howard is kind of the crown jewel of the HBCUs.
Right. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Historically what?
Historically black.
Okay, yes. Historically black. Right.
Oh, you're going to do the Kamala. Are we going to do the Kamala's not black moment? We're doing the blood quantum argument now. You're doing a white supremacist thing.
Are you trashing somebody before they even speak?
She's just
no. I'm just.
Is that what you're doing, or no?
Preparing myself for a blood quantum argument. I have to brace myself because I find it very disturbing when people do this. So I'm just mentally preparing myself for you to invalidate someone's race.
Now I know why people don't like you. Please, this is like your one and only warning. When you don't like what somebody says and they're a woman, don't blame their period. That's stupid. It's moronic. It's fifth grade humor. Now I get why people.
No, it's misogyny. It's not fifth grade humor. It's misogyny.
Humor is also misogyny too. Yeah, it's like shitty misogyny. It's not even clever misogyny. Is what I was saying. It's like the low. So what's your issue with HBCUs? What's your issue with HBCUs?
Well, the question was, what kind of university is it, right? You guys came back and said, hey, it's a historically black university.
That's what people label it as. What's your problem with people labeling it that way?
Oh, I didn't say that was a problem. I just wanted to confirm.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? Get to your point. What are you doing?
Oh, he's doing what I was going to say. He was going to say she wasn't black. I was just heading it off because I can't stand the white supremacist argument. And then he pivoted to misogyny.
Okay, then what were you saying? If that's not what you were going to say, what were you talking about then?
As far as VP Harris being black, I'm not sure if she is or not. I don't really know.
Then there we go.
So that's what
Right.
that is what you were getting at?
Yes. Well, that's one of the things I was getting at. The other thing
You
I was
don't
getting
think
at
she's
was
black?
I'm not really sure if she is.
What
or
does it
not.
mean to be black? How would you determine if somebody is black or
I don't
not?
know. What is a man?
Okay, well, instead of showing up and saying I don't know, just go do your research. It's not our job to Google shit for you.
Well, I did do the research.
Okay, so
and-
what
and-
does it mean then? Then you know. What does it mean to be black?
Based upon the data that's out there, the birth certificate that was floated out on the internet.
Well, your birth certificate would have nothing to do with you being black. So what does it mean to be black?
Well, what do birth certificates say on them?
Well, I'm asking you what it means to be black. Birth certificates say a lot of
Does it say
things.
you're white? Does it say you're black? Does it say you're Indian? Does it say you're Caucasian? What does it say?
I honestly don't know. What does it say?
It does
I
say
haven't looked
that.
at my
It does.
birth certificate in a long time.
Well, certain ones tell you, basically say if you're Caucasian or not.
Well, what does hers say?
Okay.
Well, her mom's says Caucasian,
Her mom's from India.
right? But
But
The
what
birth
does Vice President Harris's say?
I didn't see hers yet.
Okay, well then what the fuck are you bringing this up for? Why are you talking about her mom?
Because
She
you're
clearly
saying
has she has a Jamaican father who's clearly black.
right. And where is he from? He's from Jamaica.
This
That's
is
what-
her
yeah, that's what I
black
meant by
father. And
Jamaican.
if this is
And-
her
and-
black father, if you know anything about the African diaspora, the second one, that's called the transatlantic slave trade, that's
Wait,
why
what?
there is African descent in the Caribbean. There are black people in the Caribbean.
Right, the
So,
way it works in
yes,
Jamaica.
Kamala
way it
Harris, due to the African diaspora and the transatlantic slave trade, is
Right.
in fact African.
Right, the way it
Indian.
works. The way it
No,
works
but
in
that's
Jamaica.
not the way it works, actually, because I also,
don't
right,
know
my
this
father
person.
is African American and Mexican indigenous,
believe
but
you.
my experience, no, I'm going to explain
believe
this to
you
you, Cosmo.
100%.
Cosmo, you need to be educated because you're confused. And I'm
You
tired
know-
of you spreading racist blood quantum arguments, right? My experience when I walk down the street in America, it's not based on a blood quantum argument, right? It's based on how people perceive me and how I perceive myself, right?
Not
That's the
really.
black experience in America. It's your
focus on
own
the white
perception
experience.
and also how you are perceived in society, not
Yeah.
by taking a DNA test.
So here's how it works. In Jamaica, not every
Oh, your internet sucks, maybe. Can't hear you, bud. Hello? This is better. The silence is probably better than him telling us how things work in Jamaica.
He's telling me how it works in Jamaica. Yeah.
Which, by the way, Vice President Harris, I believe, was born here in America, so I
in the
don't know
United
what any of
States,
this would
which
have
has
to do with
nothing
Jamaica.
to do with it. Yeah, she's an American. But tell us
go.
how, oh, and he ran.
There we go.